What up? Like and subscribe and comment. Now, this video is gonna be about Jalen Hurts and the talk that's going on about him being on a Hall of Fame path. Now, look, I gave my man his props and I will give him his props. I don't have any kind of personal feelings in this. I'm just an observer because I've been watching football for a long time. I love the game, and I just been watching it. So I guess it's my routine. But the quarterback position in the NFL has, in my opinion, fallen off. Um, Not dramatically, but it has fallen off from the years when I used to watch it. And I just go early 2000s. Early 2000 quarterback players fell off since then. I mean, and it really did. It and Tom Brady was kind of like the last of the breed of quarterbacks that scanned the field, knew what was going on, and proceeded accordingly. The game looked a lot different. But then again, the game has changed. Instead of going down the field, they're going side to side with like bubble screens and quick outs and all that kind of stuff. Like it's not it's not it doesn't look good, or it kind of like bogs down the game a little bit. I don't know. It just looks a lot different, and it's not a good look. So, and I'm understanding that times do change. You know, players, like they say, the games change, but the rules still stay the same, and you can apply that to the quarterback position. You get a quarterback that can scan the field, read the defense. You are halfway there in competing for a win. I mean, I can put that better, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. If you got a quarterback that can handle business, that's one less thing that your coach has to worry about. Is one less thing that the defense has to worry about, because it goes back to the defense. If you got a quarterback, you going three and out, defense probably just came off the field like in real time, 5 minutes, and then you continuously do it over a period in a game. Like, your defense gonna get worn out. And I think that's kind of like what happened to uh, KC in this last Super Bowl. That defense for KC was getting run ragged. So, get back to my point. Um, I was looking at this. I was looking at a segment from the facility, and Acho and Shady McCoy and Chase Daniel and James Jones was on there. And they put a graphic up, uh, putting Jalen Hurts in the middle of uh, Joe Montana, Joe Montana, and Tr- Brady, and I think Bradshaw was on there. Like, these are some of the greats of the quarterback position in the NFL. And if you put their game tape up, if you put their game tape up and was like, this is how they're playing quarterback, it would look a lot different when it got to Jalen Hurts. It would look different. And I'm not from this school that he's trash. I don't think he's trash. I just don't think. I think that he's limited, and in perfect situations, he looks great. In situations that require some grit and some grind, uh, or maybe, I'm sorry, that requires some technical expertise, I don't think he'll be able to take you there. But this Super Bowl, he looked great. I'm giving that man his props, and will continue to. But the whole panel, on that subject was it looked like it was 3-1 because Acho was caping, and Shady McCoy was like he really didn't want to touch it. James Jones really didn't want to touch it. Chase Daniel was getting visibly frustrated with the conversation because how are you going to put this man up into that group of quarterbacks and basically say, yeah, he's Hall of Fame. He's on his way to the Hall of Fame. Let's just say they don't win another Super Bowl. Let's just say, because in an NFL you can go you can go to a Super Bowl one year and don't even sniff the Super Bowl again. May not even sniff the conference finals. So let's just say he doesn't go back to the Super Bowl. If he don't go back to the Super Bowl, he gonna put up some numbers. Is he gonna put up the numbers? Is he gonna improve? He's improved up to this point, but this season was a lot of the turmoil that was coming from the locker room, at least from the offensive standpoint, was him not being able to get the ball to AJ Brown more in particular. Devontae Smith, again, my man, you deserve your props. You from the boot, so you get mad props. That story about him losing in the Superdome when he was in high school, and then he came back and he was the first Alabama player or wide receiver rather to catch a pass in the Super Bowl. That's what happened when you maintain and stay professional. Good things that happen. So, props to him. AJ Brown, I'm not saying that you wasn't professional, dog. I get that one pass that he hit you with, and I think they call interference, maybe. That was looking like the way you used to look. So I mean, I get it. I understand. And that quarterback, it was Ryan Tannehill that was throwing you all those passes. And you would think Tannehill's not on Jalen Hurts level athletically, but reading the field and being able to get those wide receivers the ball, I think he was a little bit better than that. And just a question, like, if you playing wide receiver, do you want a running quarterback? Or do you want a quarterback that's going to stay in the pocket and run when he needs to? That's the big question. And that's when a lot of these panels are talking about this situation, you got mostly defensive players caping for Jalen Hurts. Then when you get, and just as an aside, my man, I feel for you. You got embarrassed in the national championship game. Nick Saban he could have handled that a whole lot better. He didn't have to embarrass you. I understand you got embarrassed. I think that's most of the reason why that the mainstream media is handling him with kid gloves, because I mean, he's a winner. That's great. You win games. But it's been a few quarterbacks come through that win, and he's nowhere near that level. But Tim Tebow won games. He went to the playoffs, beat my Steelers. So, you can get it done. But you can get it done at the quarterback position. But if you can't get your wide receivers the ball, not on consistent basis. Like one game here, 5 games go by, you ain't doing it. Another game, like, that's frustrating. There's a wide receiver, and I would think so. So, that's just my thoughts on that. Again, not knocking Jalen Hurts, but again, you got to know what you're looking at, and you got to know what the deal is when you're watching it. So, peace out.